What's up, class? All right, so for the debate, I had how do we balance the current needs for the most skilled high tech workers while also trying to grow our own citizens to these ability sets? I'm speaking in terms of the EB-1A visa. This visa is specifically reserved for individuals with extraordinary abilities. So an example of an individual like this would be Dr. James. Dr. James is a PhD student, or he acquired his PhD in Russia. However, he currently works in the United States, regularly aiding to scholarly journals as well as advancing research in his field. Specifically, he's also a professor at a local university, so he's giving back to the community. This is probably the best example of what the United States means exactly when they said a individual with extraordinary abilities and capabilities. So some of these qualifications that go into this are they have to be a leader in one of the following industries. They have to be a leader in either sciences, arts, education, business, or athletics. So it could be like how we have athletes coming from around the world now to play in the NBA, kind of like Luka Doncic, who's a really great player. So my argument is, so the question is not how we can motivate U.S. citizens to want the same goals as others around the world, because it all comes down to a mindset. Sometimes we do take advantage of our resources. We don't see exactly what it is that we have in front of us, and it causes us to indulge in things that are not furthering our passions. The passion behind what these people are doing outside of native born Americans is that they're trying their hardest to become the best in their field of work because they're doing it for somebody other than themselves. They're not doing it for a wage. They're doing it because they're passionate about it, because they believe it is how they're going to make their family proud. They believe it is how they're going to create their legacy, so to say. So these immigrants, they don't have the same resources that we have, and their stories are usually something they're usually just very extravagant, and they're usually filled with very many trials and tribulations, pretty much like they built a clay sandcastle out of the complete mud and made it something beautiful. So I believe that the real question is how can the U.S. be sure that we are utilizing the best resources and the best people around the world? Because another analogy would be we don't get our oil from the U.S., so why do we think that we can find the best people here only in the U.S.? We have to outsource, and we have to find them in different countries, because the United States, we are very smart individuals, but there are other people around the world that can positively affect us, like Dr. James. Therefore, if there are individuals that have the evidence to back up that they are achieving extraordinarily in their field of work and that they are best suited for the position, whether it be he or she, they should be treated as an equal and given the same opportunities that we overlook on a regular basis, and be able to utilize the same resources that we can utilize on a regular basis here in the United States.